Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show, the other Northernlion in my Trials Fusion video, which is currently the background. Please shut up and let current Northernlion talk. I'm your host, Current Northernlion, in 2014, joined by Jason Smith-OTI. Say hello.
Hello.
As well as Nick Rockley Smile.
Yo.
That was not forced at all. That was pretty good. I'm going to try something here. We're going to see how the frame rate suffers. I'm going to try to add Nick into this in addition to this other spot over here, and we'll see. I don't know. It's crunching a little bit. Maybe we'll stick with what we've got.
Yeah.
As always, though, thanks for joining us. Our docket today is going to be news and fan mail to start with, as is typical. In our second section, we're going to be doing some Dark Souls 2, finishing off with some Spelunky, as usual. So without further ado, why don't we get started with news and fan mail? And just before we go to the first story, if you have fan mail, comments, or questions, nlssfanmail@gmail.com. Story number one. No, okay.
Who's got it?
Please, someone.
Oh,
it's the newsroom here. What do we got?
Josh, you go first.
Watch Dogs has like 6 different game modes, including 2 that are similar to Dark Souls. So you're able to invade
I heard of that.
other people's
Excuse me?
single-player games, and I think that's awesome.
I have to say, not to interrupt, Ubisoft's best-selling game of the year, but inside me, Oni-chan, up, down to the side, welcome to the Lion Pride. Also,
Isn't that romantic?
Is it romantic, or is it?
It's so romantic.
Okay, it's romantic.
Yeah, it is.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna shout out to Elucidator.
That's not okay.
Subscribed to me a little bit earlier ago.
Excuse
before the
me?
chat,
That guy's a
before the
scumbag.
stream started. But we all like him, up, down, all around.
Good
Welcome,
old
Jason.
Same to Carlo Zero. Oh, I gotta take a second here. Emergency package. It's okay.
Okay.
I've got those too sometimes.
I didn't poop. I'm a long pooper. We all know that.
That's true.
Okay, Watch
Yeah, you
Dogs.
poop
Yes,
that
more.
fast.
And there was also another subscriber whose name is now gone from memory. But yes, Watch Dogs game modes. I heard there was a way to actually force yourself into other people's games, invasion style.
Yes, in online hacking, an invading player surreptitiously joins another person's game while they roam Chicago in a single-player campaign, blissfully unaware that they are not alone. The invader must first locate the target and then stay within range long enough to fill progress meter that installs a backdoor into the target's smartphone. Once the backdoor is installed, the target player is notified and a new progress meter appears with a percentage. The target has until the meter reaches 100% to find and eliminate the invader. And I guess there's 2 modes that are similar. So one mode you're kind of just you have to hack into them, and the other mode you just kind of have to follow them around and stay within an area without them finding out who you are. And those are the 2, I guess, Dark Souls-y modes.
Is there also a team deathmatch and then let me guess, there's a capture the flag, but because this is a futuristic thing, it's not like capture the flag, it's hide the bug or something like that.
There's a co-op deathmatch mode, so it also says the 4 other game modes require you to accept an invitation from the game to join. The most traditional of these is an online race mode, which features up to 8 players racing a variety of vehicles. The twist: you can hack the city of Chicago itself as you play and try to sabotage others with traffic jams, and even by raising the odd bridge. I don't know if there's any un-odd bridge.
Oh, the good old odd bridge. It's always the big wooden bridge every time, isn't it?
Speaking of big wooden bridge, thank you to Large Turd and Smashing Saxon for subscribing.
You're gonna say Smashing Sax.
Don't
do that.
Epic Saxman.flv.
I read something about there being an app also for this that you could touch your smartphone and
CTOS Mobile requires a tablet connected to the game. The person on the tablet challenges a friend or random player gamer playing the primary game. When that player accepts, they find themselves in a race to hit a set number of checkpoints before time runs out. The player on the tablet sees an overhead view of the city along with a helicopter icon that can fire on the racer when properly lined up. And they can also hack objects in the environment, the traffic lights and the steam pipes, while sending cops out of the player to kill or slow them long enough for the timer to hit 0.
Ubisoft's been doing a lot of that stuff lately. Trials Fusion, for example, which you're seeing in the background right now, also has a mobile tablet version of the game, and when you go into the lobby. It's like, hey, why don't you connect to like Trials World or something like that? And then you click on it. And it's like, okay, what's your Nexus 7 tablet ID? And I'm like,
I think Ubisoft in general has done a really good job at kind of, I don't want to say pioneering, but maybe it is, like pioneering different ways of doing ephemeral. Online. Yeah, so like even like Assassin's Creed, they started doing like weird and cool things with their capture, like, or the way that spies kind of like have to outspy each other.
It's just too bad the PC versions of those multiplayer games don't work because they connect through like this really outdated Uplay server.
Absolutely.
Service.
Yeah, so hopefully it works, but it is Ubisoft, and we've had our problems connecting with Assassin's Creed games in the past, which is really unfortunate because
and
I think
Splinter Cell too.
And Splinter Cell. Well, we were able to connect to Splinter Cell.
Yeah, remember when we played with Ohm though? We'd have to like start a lobby, and then he'd have to like try to join for 45 minutes or something like that. It's like exactly the same experience I had with Kate in Assassin's Creed 4 multiplayer. It was just like some days it would just work. We're in the same fucking house. Some days it would just work, and some days it would be like your internet isn't compatible, and we're like, could have fooled me.
Right, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I do want to say thank you to Nasa Boy as well. All right, continue.
Wonderful. There's also one last, I guess, type, and it's just a free roam mission. So like you and 7 other people can just hang out in like, or I guess just hang out in the entire city. This one article on Digital Trends says that it's only a sub part of the city, like a little small space, but one of the lead developers or something tweeted that it's going to be the entire city. So there's a little bit of a, who's right? Is it like the actual? Is this article that I'm reading, or is like the Twitter right? But anywho, you're going to be able to kind of just free roam around with some people, a la, I guess, like GTA or something.
What do you think about that, Nick?
We're all going to be hackers, I guess, right? Like, is that the kind of the scope of the game? If we all play together, we're all just going to be hackers in trench coats and be all shady, or is there like any other way to play the game?
That's a good question.
It's a good question.
As far as I know, it's not class-based, so yeah, I imagine it'll just be a little bunch of sneaky old spies.
I was just thinking, like, if you look at this versus something like GTA Online, where kind of everybody can take their own angle on, well, I guess it all comes back to, like, shoot everything with rocket launchers and tanks. But in this, it's like, all right, this time we've got mobile devices and PDAs, and we're going to hack everything, and, hopefully that doesn't get boring.
Yeah, I mean, you can still steal cars and shoot your guns into the air and attack other people. So I guess.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello?
I don't know. Was that my internet?
That wasn't my internet. Everything was fine for me.
You stopped.
I roboted.
Well, you didn't go robot. You just
went away.
Oh, Nick, you were still here.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Good connectivity as always.
Technical difficulties.
Josh, are you okay?
I'm good. All right,
I think we're all
synced up too. I don't know. Twitch is weird too. Let me express. I think Watch Dogs looks pretty cool. I'm going to express my possible hesitancy, I guess, and that's that. Whenever there's these games that are like, this is going to completely change the way you play video games, that becomes like the hype machine. People are like, no one's ever made anything like this before. And then they always come out, or at least often come out, and end up being like a little bit more conventional than you would expect. They end up being like, this feels like a third-person action game, but with stealth components. That's cool.
Right.
But what I'm worried about right now is that the narrative for Watch Dogs is like, this is revolutionary and it's going to completely change the way people play games, or it's going to be a completely novel gaming concept. I think that's maybe a little overly ambitious, but I do like the inclusion of that kind of like multiplayer mode where you kind of are forced to deal with other people entering your game. If it's appropriate, at least, it works fine in Dark Souls. It works really well in Dark Souls 1.
Apparently, like what you can do when you hack their PDA or whatever, the tablet that they're holding around the phone, you steal points, like experience points from them, which I think is okay. And the way that they're kind of like combating that in the regards of people not actually wanting to be hacked, or people like some people just don't want other people in their game.
Yeah.
So if that does happen, it's like the points that are just kind of like nominal. So it's more like, I did this, haha, I win. And there's ways in game to just switch it off in the menu as well. So. I don't think it's going to be completely revolutionary. I mean, we've seen a lot of like these things that work already, whether it's in Dark Souls, maybe not the PDA or maybe not the tablet system as much, but you were saying that it's already in the Trials game. So
yeah,
all these things, all these game modes have been kind of done before, but kind of including them all under one package is pretty, at least, interesting. Hopefully it works, but the way that I kind of anticipate games now is just not to be just be like cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to get like fall into like the Fable hype trap again that like adolescent Josh had to go through. So anytime a game does come out, it's usually greeted with a little bit of hesitation, and if it's great, then it's a pleasant surprise for me.
I think that's kind of something that causes the negativity that we sometimes see in the games industry is people get like way too excited about stuff with very little kind of actual information about it, and then when it doesn't reach those kind of unrealistic expectations, people get negative about it. Like, how could marketing lie to us? Like, why was the marketing being deliberately misleading? Well, that's sometimes what marketing does. I've been a lot happier ever since I stopped watching gameplay trailers and stuff like that. But people are entitled to proper information. But also, like, I don't think there's ever been a game where when it came out, immediately I was like, oh, this is like a fucking revolution. And probably like 5 to 6
GTA 3.
games per year. Okay, GTA 3, I'll admit, but I was like 11.
I did that.
So
yeah.
And maybe
There's
like 5 to 6
games
games per year are like, this is gonna revolutionize blah blah blah. Well, usually things are incremental changes, and that's okay too. WildStar's going to revolutionize MMOs, man.
It's going to revolutionize
like the way that they're every street corner, every cab has a WildStar like balloon on it.
I think it comes out in June, finally.
Oh wow, it's only been at 6 PAXs so far.
Yeah, well, it's still got a ways to go if it wants to beat that Firefall piston, which was not at PAX East this year, so anyway.
Firefall pistons. Anyway.
Sure, that's cool. Watch Dogs comes out next month, right?
I believe so.
I believe it's in May. So. Yeah, that's real soon.
Real soon.
Cool. I'm excited.
Let's hack games together, guys.
We'll play it. I just really hope it doesn't use Uplay.
It's going to.
Oh, well, all right.
I'm sure.
I don't mind Uplay. Like, same with Origin, Desura. I don't mind loading up a second service to play an individual game, and I understand why publishers do it, so they can keep that 30% they'd otherwise be giving to Valve, provided the multiplayer actually works, which it oftentimes doesn't. Your mileage may vary, but I have real problems with Uplay for that reason. Anyway, what else? What else is news?
I got a silly one if you want it.
Always.
Okay, this is not much of a story, but just a funny headline. So Best Buy is doing pre-orders for Mario Kart 8, and they're offering a very unique pre-order incentive. They're giving out prepaid gasoline cards.
Yeah, I saw
which I've never seen anyone do before. Josh, sounds like you haven't either.
No, yeah. Wait, explain this to me a little bit.
You pre-order the game, they give you $10 prepaid on a gift card that you can redeem at a gas station, so you can like buy gas for your car.
That's pretty badass.
Kind of a funny demographic to tie it to, right? Like, it's kind of a kid's game.
Yeah, that's very true. I heard that technically, according to like the terms, it's basically just like a prepaid MasterCard, and it's like suggested that you use it to get gas because that ties into Mario Kart. But you can actually use it like any place that accepts MasterCard.
And
you could just use it to get $10 off the game then.
No, it's just like a $10 Visa card. Yeah, you just use it anywhere.
People were saying like, why don't you just use it to get $10 off the game? Technically, you kind of are, I guess, in some ways. But it's a weird kind of promotion. Every time I hear news about Nintendo, my first instinct is to be like, this is a desperation move because the Wii U's doing so badly. But I kind of feel that way about this too, because Mario Kart's gonna sell anyway. Like, if you own a Wii U, you're probably gonna buy Mario Kart 8 as long as you still care about the Wii U, which I'm assuming many people don't, unfortunately. But this seems like more of an incentive to maybe push more consoles. They're like, Mario Kart 8 is coming out. A lot of people are gonna buy Wii U's for that. Maybe if people are on the fence, this will push them a little bit in one way or another. I mean, $10 buys more than $10 worth of goodwill, I guess. So. It's cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's only if you buy it at Best Buy.
Novel.
Right?
Like, it's weird though that it's like you need to get gas, but you actually don't at all. So like, why call it gas? You're using a marketing buzzword then.
Yeah.
Just $10 gift card. That's like you're generating artificial publicity from that. But
isn't that what they're trying to do?
No, it's just like it's hollow though. There's no substance to it because you don't have to buy gas with it. So who cares?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything anymore. Just fucking get the hype machine going.
Right.
I think they're also struggling a little bit because Mario Kart 7 was not very well received. It may be the worst received out of any Mario Kart game since like the Games Press actually was reporting on that. But there's nothing else to buy. Not just on the Wii U, but on like anything but the PC for the upcoming spring season, or the previous spring season anyway. So I think people will still buy it, even if it's not that great. The new Mario Party was shitty. I played it. I bought it. I'm glad I did.
You're glad you did?
Sorry to hear that.
I'm glad I did. I got like a few hours of enjoyment out of it. It's like sincerely like a 4 or 5 out of 10 game, but I was okay with it. I'll probably buy.
Is that like the? Oh my god! If that's the trend of Nintendo, it's just like, what's going on?
I think the franchises are getting milked a little bit. The exception is like the 2D and 3D Marios that are coming out are still really good. I guess Link's what was it? A Link to the? Why can't I even remember this now?
The Link Between Worlds.
Link Between Worlds. That's it. I played like half of that and I really enjoyed it. But a lot of the other franchises are kind of becoming like a little bankrupt. I think not financially, of course, but in terms of like their
creativity.
That's good. I was gonna say integrity, which has all sorts of other implications. But yeah, like new Mario Party was pretty bad. Mario Kart 7 is okay from the hour or two I played of it. Someone in chat said Mario Kart 7 was actually well received, so I'm gonna check that out. Metacritic, Mario Kart 7. Maybe I'm totally wrong. It has an 85. Disregard me.
Good.
Yeah, that actually is pretty good. Maybe it's because I saw like Giant Bomb give it a 3 or something like that, and I was like, ooh.
Oh.
That's the only site I pay attention to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What were they adding to 8? It's got like hover stuff now, like walls that go sideways or something?
You can get like hoverboards or hovercrafts, float around like Diddy Kong or something maybe.
I would have been fine with not doing that, but I guess it's cool either way.
Yeah, I mean, it's where they gotta add something, right?
Yeah, they gotta add something.
It's a car racer, you know.
Yeah, Mario
Just
Kart 9 will have... Mario Kart 9 will be Diddy Kong Racing remade. That's what's good.
Oh, I would like that. I would play that. I actually really like Diddy Kong Racing.
I do like
probably the most enjoyable Donkey Kong sub property that I liked personally.
Yeah. Second for me, Donkey Kong Country comes first.
Yeah, she should really finish the second Donkey Kong Country. I started it. I saw on the stream. It's like a lot harder than the first one.
They get harder, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some sweet music in Donkey Kong Country too, though, and 3 for that matter. Anyway.
Yeah. Anywho,
you guys play Tropical Freeze? I didn't.
I didn't.
No, I don't have a Wii U.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, where's you, Mr. Wii?
I speak for every man.
I'm done buying like. Well, for the most part, like I love Donkey Kong Country, but I can't get excited enough to pay like $50 for Tropical Freeze, even though I heard it was pretty good. What I'll probably do is wait for the next Nintendo system to come out, and then I'll buy it on 8 different iterations of the Virtual Console and end up giving them $100 instead.
There you go.
Anyway, more news.
From got bought?
Yeah, From Software got bought by a Japanese publisher whose name escapes me right now.
Japanese Media
Corporation.
Katakawa.
Yeah. Katakawa. Known for such titles like Lollipop Chainsaw and Killer is Dead in Japan.
Oh, so they're the publisher that does the Suda 51 stuff that he comes out with. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Studio also develops games such as Demon Gaze, Natural Doctrine, and the Kantai Collection.
I have not heard of any of those, I think.
Yeah, I haven't played a single game that you mentioned of that group, which is weird.
I don't know. Well, I mean, they might have been Japanese titles, for all I know.
Yeah, but even like Killer is Dead and Lollipop Chainsaw, I didn't play those either.
One thing I didn't even notice before I read this article is that From also did Tenchu. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I knew they did Armored Core, but I didn't know they did Tenchu.
Tenchu. Yeah, I'd love to see some more Tenchu games, but I don't know if... I have no idea what this is going to mean for the Souls series in the future, or like what's going on with that. I do know that Lollipop Chainsaw I don't think was really critically successful.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily due to the publisher.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's Suda 51. He does weird stuff, and...
Avant-garde, we call it.
It's usually pretty poorly received, but he's done a couple of games that were pretty popular and well-received. He's like the cult guy. He's like American McGee or something like that. Anal Rash Vomit. Down to the side, welcome to the Lion Pride. Like, I heard Shadows of the Damned was really, really good. And what's the other one that Suda 51 did that was like, it put him on the map?
Killer 7.
Killer 7, okay.
Oh, okay.
But then I heard like Lollipop Chainsaw was not very good. And I heard that there was a game where you were like a baseball pitcher and you were possessed by a demon and you fought demons on a Connect by like throwing possessed baseballs. I heard that was awful.
I kind of like that idea.
I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like really great concepts.
maybe that's what it is. I kind of like that idea. But then the game comes out, you're like, maybe I don't like this so much.
So I think what you said, like, you have no idea how this is going to affect From, is like really the only thing we can take from this right now, especially not working inside of like the development part of the industry and not being business analysts.
Yeah.
It's, whatever. It's kind of discouraging news because it means that maybe things will change. But hopefully they'll just be like, hey, From Software is developing these games that, sell way more than anything else we've ever done. Just let them do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll just get their word out a little bit more. Not that From really needs it, but if there's anything that they're going to do, hopefully it's going to help. That's basically it.
I guess it means that a Dark Souls 3 would not be published by Namco. So, I mean, there is that, for better or for worse.
What would a Suda 51 Dark Souls game look like? That would be a wild time.
You wouldn't have weapons. Your hands would be the weapons, and you would also use your weapon
You'd have a gun
hands.
dick.
You'd have a gun dick, and you would use it to fuck. You would, like, fuck demons to death, I think. The Quelaag fight would have been very sexual.
Oh, very, yeah.
More so than
M-rated.
usual. And actually, the chat raises a good question. I don't know if Namco Bandai owns... Bandai Namco.
Bandai Namco.
I didn't want people to think I was talking about a totally different company.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, that's actually like legal slander. But I actually don't know if they own the Dark Souls property. I would imagine that IP is owned by From because they've made it, but I've been wrong before. I guess we'll see. Cool.
Yep, we'll see.
Other news.
Nick, got anything else?
A little easy one here. Joystick has an article talking about a big sale, and one of the things in that sale is apparently if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you should be able to get Muramasa Rebirth for $7.49 on the Vita, as well as Persona 4 Golden for $14.62. Both excellent games, and I just thought I would mention that as sort of like a PSA to Vita owners.
One of these days, I'm gonna play Persona 4 Golden. I think I'll hate it, but people keep asking.
Phil Kohler thinks that you'll like it.
Phil Kohler doesn't know anything about me, okay?
I think you'll like it too.
I don't know if I will.
Persona 4.
I really like Persona 4 Arena. I thought that was a really great fighting game.
Yes, just take out all the fighting and replace it with dating sim and emotional management.
That's the problem for me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
That's
it's a bad
the
game
solution
at all.
for me.
I just think it's not my kind of game.
Doesn't sound like it'd be like a lot of people's games, but apparently it kind of is fun. But I don't know.
It caught me off guard. It's really good.
I'll keep an open mind when I do play it. At some point, I'll probably play at least a little bit of it. I don't know if I'm going to get it, though. But that's okay. The other thing is,
just thought I'd mention, super cheap.
Like, if I'm going to put 80, 100 hours into a game, it's got to be Splinter Cell Blacklist, man.
Yeah. That's it. That's what it is.
That's just,
80 to 100 hours is fucking Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Is this game Splinter Cell Blacklist? No. Well, 9 out of 10 at best, then.
I like it. Speaking of like cheap as hell games, the Humble Weekly Sale is amazing
really
this
good.
go around. It's super good. Thomas Was Alone, Puzzle Bots, Dust 4, VVV, and Cave Story Plus is the baseline. And if you want to pay $6, you get Roos, Limbo, Cthulhu Saves the World, Mutant Muds Deluxe, Lone Survivor, and Elemental. If you pay $10, you get Teslagrad.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
That's a really good deal. Yeah.
I think it's better than a lot of the actual like formal Humble bundles that have come out lately.
Absolutely.
It's for $10 you get something ridiculous. Like you named them, but it's like 11 games or 9 games or something like that. A few of them are basically like must-owns if you don't own them. If somehow you don't own Limbo or something like that, you have to get it. But it's well worth it to get Teslagrad at the highest level, I'd say, too. I think that game's really cool.
Yeah, $10, 12 games. Boom.
I do get frustrated sometimes, and I totally get why people say this, but I'll be like, hey, this Humble sale is really good, and they'll be like, yeah, but I own all the games already. And I'm like, what can they do? Do you want them to make shittier games in the bundle? You'll be like, oh, this bundle's pretty shitty, but at least I don't own it.
Yeah.
Right, that's no problem. Your taste is too good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, congratulations, you have good taste. And it's not even like financially motivated. They're like, oh, I overpaid for it. It's like, I bought 6 Humble bundles earlier, and now I own all the games.
Right.
I paid $6 for 50 games that included some of these ones. And I see it in the comments of the Humble videos all the time. They're like, "What's Humble gonna do next? Put like Super Meat Boy in another bundle?" Like, probably.
Why not?
It's a really
Sure.
good game.
Let's do it. Keep doing it.
There have been times when I've owned like 5 out of 6 of something, and I just bought it anyway because I still got a deal on the one I didn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you didn't have any of these games and you paid $10 for probably almost any of them, you're gonna have a really good time.
I think Teslagrad is worth it at like 15, or it's priced originally at like $15, and I think it's worth it at that if you like puzzle platformers. So to be able to get just that at 10 is already decent, and then there's like 9 games on top of that, and the money goes to the developers and charity. So
fuck developers and charity. I love it. Really great deals all around.
It's over soon, right? Like
maybe 2 days. 19 hours, 31 minutes, and 14 seconds.
Yeah, still have time. Go do it. Teslagrad's great. I don't know why it didn't get nearly as much hype as it should have. It's a really pretty game.
I think it came out formally around like the holiday season, so it was hard for people to cover it because they were like traveling and stuff like that. I know it's like I got a code in like the second week of December, and I'm like, well, I didn't get a video out until like the third week of January as a result.
Yeah, and I did a pre-release video, so it ended up not hitting at the right moment anyway.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I remember like Josh was playing it in like May or something like that. You were playing it around that time.
Yeah, the codes came out for like a pre-release build like a while, but I think you can still get that on like Desora and stuff. So maybe it was just kind of like a quiet release.
Yeah, I think it's done reasonably well.
And get it.
Cool.
Do it.
Thomas was alone in there. Mike Bithell announced last week that sold 1 million copies total.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
good for him.
I razzed him a little bit. I was like, yeah, but like probably half of those have been in Humble bundles, so that's only like $4 million. It's good. He's a good guy. It's a good game.
I really like Mike Bethel.
He is a really good guy.
We all do.
Who doesn't? And on the kind of related subject, there's a lot of meat to discuss here. Matt Thorson from TowerFall. Don't raise your eyebrows at the addiction.
The way
Matt Thorson, developer of TowerFall and TowerFall Ascension, announced today in an interview with Eurogamer that TowerFall has sold 500,000. Oh, it's grossed $500,000 total, which is cool. And the highest selling platform is PS4. The lowest selling platform is Ouya with 7,000 units. And he said, I think it's the highest selling game on the platform. So that's really discouraging for the Ouya, but also really great news for Matt. So congratulations there.
Absolutely.
Well, Matt.
I'm not surprised that it sold more on the PS4 than on anything else because it makes more sense from a couch co-op standpoint to play that on like a TV as opposed to huddling around like your computer monitor. Not that you can't set up like big picture mode or something like that, but I think most people just don't. Anyway,
I should try that sometime. Just get like a huge ass
HDMI. It's cool.
Oh, big picture mode, yeah. Oh, well, that's how Steam streaming is eventually going to work too, right? Like that's the reason you would want to do Steam streaming is to have your TV hooked up with your Steam steaming. No, Axis 99. Welcome to the Lion Pride. Yeah, I think that's the main purpose of that is that it's going to make it possible for you to,
But then there's the Steam OS. That's a whole different thing too, and I don't know where that falls into the hierarchy.
Well, I mean, they probably want you to buy a Steam box at some point. I'm going to put another video here because that one is over. The other thing is, man, 7,000 copies for the highest selling game on Ouya is real bad. And I feel bad for the company, but at the same time, they're like, we're going to relaunch it like the Ouya 2. I mean, you had so much buzz last year with the Ouya. People were actually like excited about that console for reasons that now seem very silly. But they were excited about the console. I don't think anybody is excited at all about the Ouya 2.
Nope.
I bet most people probably do not even know that.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Let's
I didn't know the Ouya 2 existed or is even going to be in existence. Not that I even think that needs to be in existence.
Yeah. Soon you're not even going to be Matter.
Exactly. Soon you're not even going to be Matter. Is there any other news?
I'm newsed out.
A couple. You mentioned one before, the Bungie story. Or was that Ryan that mentioned it?
Oh, I did mention that. Misty LOL, by the way, up down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride.
Catch them Pokemons.
What you're seeing in the background now is RubeWorks, now available on Steam if you're interested in what you see for whatever reason. Yeah, so basically Bungie announced today a bunch of Destiny stuff, and specifically they said that Destiny will not have a PC version at launch. I believe the game is coming out for PS4, 360, Xbox One, maybe PS3 in September, if I remember correctly. So not going to have a PC version right away, which I'm sure we all probably have roughly the same opinion of that we had of Dark Souls 2 not being on PC right away. But what are your thoughts?
Why?
It's
politics, right?
It sucks.
And then the weird backpedaling in the interview that was like, it's so complicated. It's like, is it really? I mean, I know you're trying to balance the launches of things, but from our perspective, like, that's not a thing that consumers should have to care about, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the interview that we read. I can't open it up in Skype. Oh, wait, there we go. Bungie explains why there's still no PC version of Destiny. I'll give you their reasons. This is an interview with a man who is apparently just named Backen. He's like named after a
good with Kickstarter
rock band. The console SKUs, SKUs, I guess, if you're actually in this industry, which clearly I'm not, are really important for us, and that's what we're focusing on. Bakken continued. We're doing it all internally ourselves. That's a huge endeavor. That's not something we've ever done before. So when I'm playtesting and I'm trying to play PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PS3, that's a lot of work. Adding another thing on there is just crazy. It's crazy to think of right now. I think
Pretty
4
crazy.
platforms on day one is a lot, considering we've been a one-platform team for a very long time. What is also true is, you might imagine, we're all hardcore PC players. We play everything. It doesn't matter if it's a phone, PC, or console, we play it, and there are 500 people up there, so we care a lot about the PC.
Spin.
Yeah. Right. We care about you guys. You're just on the back burner right now. Sorry.
I'm sure what a lot of people are thinking is, okay, like, I get playtesting on 4 things is, like, really annoying. Maybe don't release it on 360 and PS3 and come out with a PC version at launch instead. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Maybe it's overly convenient to say that that's a solution, because, I mean, obviously there's other complicated things that go into it. But, yeah, I think most people are like... If you don't have a new console or a gaming PC, are you even concerned about Destiny? Maybe there's like hundreds of thousands of people out there that I just don't know about. But I feel that anybody that is actually hyped for that game is probably, at least they have a gaming PC or at least a PS4 or an Xbox One. One of the 3, but I don't know. Titanfall came out on the 360, so obviously there's smart business people who say that that's a good idea. It is frustrating that it won't be available at launch, though.
Yeah. Is it gonna be like a staggered launch like Titanfall was?
I think it said in the article, I think, that they're all coming out on the same day.
Okay.
On September 9th, Destiny will launch on PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360.
All
September
right.
9th. So, like, 4 months from now. That's not that far away, actually.
Mm-mm.
What's
Not at
next
all.
in this cycle? Because for, like, 2 years, we've been talking about Destiny, and we've been talking about Watch Dogs. Is there anything right now that we're not thinking of that is, like, set to take that place? Like,
Yeah.
The Witcher 3?
Like, what's...
No, I think
guess,
it's just over after that. It's the end of PC gaming as we know it.
It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I had a good time.
There isn't. I don't know. I can't think of like any. Those were like the big, like Titanfall when we first like saw that. That was big. Watch Dogs was huge, and Destiny. Shit, man. Where the hell's the rest of the games at?
Well, it's cool that these are IPs, I guess, but...
Yeah. Where's my next Gears of War?
Some new Assassin's Creed will probably come out. Some new Halo game will probably come out.
Maybe.
You're probably right about Gears of War, but I haven't heard about any of them yet.
I don't know.
Oh, Metal Gear
Star
Solid
Citizen.
5. People are saying Metal Gear Solid 5
yeah.
and Star Citizen and
Red
Star
Durst Diaries 2015.
That's gonna be really good when that comes out.
Cyberpunk 2013. People are saying. Or
Wolfenstein.
this was
Cyberpunk.
2023, third. I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a number at
Batman.
the end. That teaser was so good.
Evolve is gonna come out this year, right?
Yeah, that comes out in September as well, I believe.
Cool.
I'm excited.
There's
for
a new
that.
Borderlands.
The pre-sequel. Yeah, I guess there is more stuff that we didn't really think
alright.
about. Star Citizen, people are saying as well. I mentioned that earlier. I don't know anything about it really, but it's cool that people who are into like Wing Commander stuff can get down with that. The Division as well. That's what we forgot about.
Division. Which one's the Division?
That's the one that Tom Clancy is making, even though he's a zombie now.
Yeah, he's not alive.
That's how good he is. His legacy is enduring.
Really good.
And yeah, I'll admit, Tom Clancy's The Division looks pretty good.
Okay.
Somebody was saying Alien Isolation as well. IGN just released a little bit of a video on what they played of that, and it looks interesting. But I know that this is not necessarily a news article, but the dev or the head of the studio head from Frictional Games, who made Amnesia, obviously, and currently making Soma, they're like, these are all the problems that I see with Alien Isolation so far. And a lot of what he said boiled down to like, whenever there's danger, there's a cutscene, and that makes no sense because you should feel like you're actually in danger, and when there's a cutscene, like that takes away the risk that the player can do anything wrong. Like they know they're safe, and they should never feel that they're safe.
Yeah,
which I sort of agree with.
I can get down with that.
E3 probably is going to be a floodgate of new game title announcements this year because, hardware is all done with. We don't have to deal with that stuff. They've probably been saving up stuff for the last 6 months.
That's a good point.
So.
That is in like a month and a bit, so I guess this is like the worst time to be like
speculating
no
on
new games. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with the industry?
Yeah, I'm looking for maybe it'll be a really exciting
just
E3
edging until E3.
Basically,
and drop a huge load.
This is gonna sound disingenuous. I like that a lot.
Josh liked that.
It's gonna sound disingenuous, but I'm so happy to not be going to E3. That seems like such not my style of a convention.
I would.
We'll cover it from right where we are right now. That's what I did last year. I just had a chat in my Twitch thing, and we just talked about it.
That is the greatest thing. Just being able to live tweet watching that shit. All right.
No, I'll just live chat in Twitch. I don't even have to have my face cam. I'll just be like, hey guys, let's talk about stuff.
Do we have any other news stories that we can go to?
There's one more, technically, the MLG one.
Oh, yeah. I think this is kind of
silly.
cool. This is a news story that if I was like 14, I would be so fucking excited. Basically, MLG announced that they're partnering with ESPN to bring Call of Duty Ghosts tournament to the X Games in Austin this year, which is, the kind of thing that I know a lot of people are going to roll their eyes at, but it is kind of it's a pairing that makes sense to me, extreme sports and Call of Duty in particular seems like it makes, it's a match made in heaven, I guess. I don't know if it goes a step further towards like legitimizing esports. I don't know if an association with does the X Games get brought up to the level of competitive Call of Duty, or does competitive Call of Duty get brought up to the level of the X Games at this point? I have no idea. But it is kind of cool that there's another outlet for that, and if this was like the year 2004 or 2005, then I would be like, shit, man, that is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Can we get a Tony Hawk crossover? Do a 900 and also a 360 no-scope headshot.
Dude, I never would have turned off ESPN2 as a kid if they had just had a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater tournament at the X Games, like at the same time as like the Vert Halfpipe. I would have just... Oh, that would have been perfect.
Have Tony Hawk play his own game on the X Games, or recreate one of the levels in the X Games and have him look for the videotapes.
Tony Hawk is playing Tony Hawk while Tony Hawking. He's doing a 900 and
he's playing Tony Hawk in a mech,
and he's also doing the 900
on his Nvidia Shield.
Yeah,
I have one of those. I played it for a while last night.
His skateboard is the one from Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam that you're supposed to stand on and make it work.
Hey, he was hyped for that thing when it was new. Shout out to Missalal, by the way. Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Rock Quarry.
Talk about projects that were creatively bankrupt. I remember, how long did it take for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater to go from this is the greatest shit ever to like, I will never touch another game?
Like 5 games, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
For me, it was 6. American Wasteland.
Yeah,
that same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I played, I was like, Tony Hawk Underground's pretty cool. They added the story mode. It's a little bit more open worldy. And then I played American Wasteland, and I was like, oh, it's all been the same.
Really bad.
It was like the wool got taken away from my eyes. Like, I've just been hidden like right down circle for the past 7 years. Right down circle, R2, up, down, and then right down
around.
Circle, R2, up, down.
All around.
X, kickflip, X,
Games.
kickflip, X, kick. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Grind somewhere.
Yeah.
Nah, the one where you spin in a circle, right? Also, so you can
absolutely. Grinding was the greatest.
Continue your combo.
Oh, man. When they added flatland tricks so you could get up to like times 100 multipliers just from manualing. Oh.
It was a good game.
That was good.
But now it's going to be Call of Duty. It's interesting with Call of Duty, though. I don't like when I think of like esports, I don't typically think of Call of Duty, and I'm not sure how big like the Call of Duty crowd is. I think it
real big.
Oh shit, Misty, LOL, up down all around. Welcome to J Smith Town. Raise some suds for you buds. But I don't think it's. I think it makes sense with the Call of Duty crowd being like the people that would probably watch like the X Games or something.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
maybe not necessarily Dota to like drop that in, but like having the international is a huge thing too, though. So I like this. I think it's a great like branch to kind of stem onto, like getting on like the more ESPN coverage or something like that. I think that's interesting.
It's a good question that you've sort of indirectly raised there. But I wouldn't be surprised if the overlap between people that watch like competitive skateboarding and competitive Call of Duty is higher than the overlap of people who watch like competitive League of Legends and competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, when I think of like, because everyone plays the Call of Duty games, and not everyone plays MOBAs.
Yeah.
At least that's what the sales have told me, anyways.
Call of Duty,
They don't track the same though.
Judging from
That's
Twitch,
true.
it does fine. I believe that Black Ops 2 is still like the preferred game for that kind of like subset of the industry. Although the one that is at the X Games is going to be Ghosts. Maybe Ghosts is the new meta. I don't know. But it's cool. I mean, I think the competitive COD community does well. I always see these like embarrassing videos on YouTube of the pro players throwing temper tantrums because like someone didn't cover the point properly. So it must be doing okay if those videos can have like 300,000 views.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested. I don't know. I want to see. I hope it does well, because I want to see more esports on the TV.
Mm-hmm. I would watch a competitive Call of Duty tournament once.
I probably would too. Yeah.
Anyway, if we don't have any other news, well, I guess I should check. Do we have any other news?
I got nothing.
Pokemon Happy Meals coming to McDonald's.
Get hype.
The end.
That, you know what that means is that the actual news story there should read, or the Onion news story should read like thousands of single 28-year-old men buying up like dozens of Happy Meals each at McDonald's locations throughout the city.
Yeah, apparently they have Spider-Man 2 right now, and it's total bullshit, and everybody's just waiting with bated breath for those Pokemon Happy
I'm not
Meals.
getting my 4-piece McNugget meal until those Pokemon toys get into the bag. Okay? I was at McDonald's.
That's the whole story.
This is a true story. McDonald's did a hockey card promotion. They do it frequently, or they did it frequently at least, in Canada at least. And I was like 5. My parents got me a Happy Meal. There was a hockey card in it. I opened it, and it was like this gold foil Patrick Waugh hockey card. So if you're not familiar with NHL hockey, probably one of the best goalies of all time.
Chris
Maybe
Benoit?
Renowned as the best. Not Chris Benoit. That's a different.
Oh. He's kind of a goalie, right?
He's the opposite. He's kind of a shooter, actually.
All right.
Yeah, so I like open it up and I was like, "Hey mom, check it out. This is pretty cool, right?" And then there was a guy beside us who is probably like the uncle of one of these people that's going to be buying the Pokemon Happy Meals. And he was like, "Hey, I'll give you $90 for that hockey card right now." And my mom was just like, "No, thank you." And that, it's probably worth like $4 now.
Yeah, I know for sure.
But
you don't know what those $90 are really buying.
Anyway, we can go to some fan mail. We'll go to a quick ad break and then we'll get some time to look at some emails. Thanks for joining us so far. If you have feedback on the news or the Chris Benoit joke that I just made in very poor taste, feel free to fire that over to nlssfanmail@gmail.com. And we'll see you in about 2 minutes with some fan mail and comments and questions, and then we'll be moving on to Dark Souls 2 after that. See you momentarily.
Boom. Boop.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I did 3.
Alrighty then. Nick did 3.
I don't know what
3 minutes.
All right. 2 minutes and 30 seconds it is.
I did it right before you said that.
That's okay too. All right. Fan mail. Man, there are 361 new emails here.
Long summer weekends.
Oh, that's
are
good.
just around the
It is
corner.
good, but
Get
also
road trip ready
horrifying.
with a spring checkup by your certified service expert.
Really love these unmutable ads on Twitch.
I'm just hide.
I'm gonna buy a General Motors vehicle. You should be able to like scan your car keys, and then if it's like a Chrysler, then it's just like, okay, you don't need to see this. You got it.
That'd be sweet. I would like that.
It would almost be worth it in that case.
Mm-hmm.
Cars, right?
Cars. I have a car.
I have one. Yeah, I got one.
Here's one for you. Sky Loveless says Josh is really cute.
Oh, thanks, Scott.
Aww.
He or she can't hear you.
Oh, good.
All right, we're gonna star that one.
Does NL also check? NLS has hate mail.
I don't.
You should.
I'll check NLSS Circle Jerk in case there's any good mail there.
That's a good one.
Place.
Greatest thing to come out of chat. You guys seem to be forgetting that Nookie is the Breaking Bad of songs. Okay. Tomo, WTF happened?
I like that post.
Oh, he turned into a little modeled kitty from Sims.
The comments are perfect too. People are like, what is the comment? It was like, Tomo buddy, what's wrong? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. Definitely.
Oh, it says, what's the matter, buddy?
Oh, that's it. What's the matter, buddy?
There you go.
Homo.
Live script reading. NLSS Circle Jerk thread. Live script reading.
Attention, scumlords. That's a good way to get some attention.
It worked.
It did, then I didn't want it.
Tomo arigato, Mr. Laterno.
See if we got some more emails here. You ever go down on a girl so hard that she started screaming your name, but it's not your name, and you're like, damn bitch, who you fucking? That was the censored version of that email, too. There's a lot of stuff in there. They necessarily...
I'll just say no. That has not happened.
That is not, yeah, same.
I like this. Nick, I genuinely can't tell if you like any Limp Bizkit at all, ironically or non-ironically. I'm going to make sure we keep that mystery alive.
That's the way of Nick. You never know if he's like being serious or just being like the most anti-serious.
Well, you know, I've been deadpan so much of my life. I've learned to turn it into just trolling people and being sarcastic. Got to have fun somehow.
Gotta have fun. I think we're back from ads.
Well,
yeah,
we
I feel
are
pretty
indeed back from ads. Again, if you have any fan mail, feel free to shoot it over to nlssfanmail@gmail.com. Only got a couple of questions right now, but I'm looking through some more. Well, we can start through some of the questions that I've got starred here. So, Brack the Man asked a question. It could just be another person named James Morgan with the email bracktheman@gmail.com, but I think
he did say in chat that he asked a legitimate question today.
He did ask a legitimate question. And we didn't talk about this news story because I think it's really dumb. But what do you guys think about, not that you're dumb, Brack the Man, just that the news story is silly. What do you guys think about the ET landfill being uncovered? Do you think it's odd that Microsoft's backing is the main reason for it happening? Your friendly space cat, Brack the Man. So for people who aren't familiar, yes, ET released on the Atari 2600, renowned as like one of the worst games of all time, didn't sell very well and people hated it, so they reportedly buried a bunch of the copies in a landfill in New Mexico. Turns out that wasn't just an urban legend, and they actually found the landfill and dug them up, which is interesting. What do you feel about this, Nick?
I have a copy of ET. It's a terrible game.
A physical copy?
A physical copy, yeah. My parents bought it when I was like 2.
Wow.
And it's a really bad game. Like, all of the myths about it are not lies. The thing was made in a really short period of time to coincide with the film release. Basically, the whole game comes down to, like, you walk for a couple seconds, you fall in a pit, and then you try to get out, and then you fall back in another pit, and then you try to get out, and that's all there is to it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm totally fine with them burying that in a landfill. It really doesn't deserve to exist. The fact that they uncovered it doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I mean, it's just kind of like a funny story. It's a funny bullet point, but beyond that, I don't think there's much relevancy to it. Is there really like subtext to it that we're supposed to care about?
I think what people are thinking is that it's like a Microsoft publicity stunt, which it is, but whatever.
It's weird.
It was weird seeing people get really excited about it, I'll say. Like,
people got excited about it?
Dude, Twitter was going crazy. People were like, oh my god, they found E.T. Like, this is a huge, like, it's like opening, like, Tutankhamun's tomb or something like that. And I guess it is, but sort of, not at all, but...
Yeah.
Chisel out a chunk of it, because it's all mixed in with cement as far as, just chisel out a chunk and put it in the MoMA museum, and that'll be the end.
Yeah.
Move
I kind of like that story happened, though.
Yeah.
The idea
that's
that
what
it
I mean
happened.
too. I like that.
Yeah, like, I agree with Nick. It's just like, that happened, and I like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything else, and I don't think it's ever going to be anything else, but the fact that they buried, like, 10,000 copies of a really shitty game in the middle of a desert somewhere.
Excuse me?
Like, I don't know why they went back to get it, but, like, they did, and we can't change that, so might as well just embrace it.
I feel like if we
how
owned
stupid
a
it is.
business, that's something we would do.
Yeah.
Like if we came out with a game that was really shitty, we'd just be like, oh, just
This shit's going in the desert.
Can you just do that? Like, is that in the era before regulations? You can just be like, because it was not like it was a hidden government secret. Also, Heisenberg Matrix. Thank you for the subscription. But it's not like it was a hidden secret from the government or anything like that came out on like Watergate style tapes. They were just like, yeah, we buried a bunch of electronics in the desert. Like, aren't you worried about like chemicals leaching into the water or damaging the soil or something?
Oh.
No.
They used to blow up nuclear bombs out there.
It costs money to rent a warehouse. The desert is free. That's what we did with it. I don't know. Chewy Lemon also subscribed, so I'm going to guess that you like that tangent, Chewy Lemon. Up, down to the side, welcome to the Lion Pride. Cool, I mean, it's news. It's weird. It kind of sucks for Angry Video Game Nerd, because or maybe it's great for him, because his movie is like entirely based on the idea of trying to dig up E.T. Maybe it's good. Maybe Major Nelson just really fucking hates the Angry Video Game Nerd, so he's like using his influence to knock that. I know he hates Angry Joe after that interview that Angry Joe did with E3.
Oh, I remember that.
Everybody's so angry.
Always mad.
Damn nerds.
All right, more NLSS fan mail, if possible.
Do you have coins?
Let me check. Call the
Hi,
police.
Kate.
I'm being mugged.
The shakedown is real.
I do not have. Excuse me? Coins. Too bad we can't get our sub money from Lizard Rocket, who just subscribed. Up, down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride. I don't have coins, and I don't think I have cash on me either.
Oh no.
Nothing?
You made Kate so sad.
Our laundry is going to be pretty moist, if I had to guess.
Oh, no.
In light, this is Maxwell Board. In light of the indefinite postponing of Destiny, what do you think of publishers and developers, e.g. Activision and Rockstar, putting off or canceling the PC versions of their games? Max from Milwaukee. Thank you for the question, Max. What do you think, Josh?
I am sad about it. I want Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PC.
Yeah,
I want Destiny on the PC. And I don't get them on the PC. I get them on something else that I have to buy, and I don't necessarily want to do that, but they go where the money is, and if that's where they gotta go, then they gotta go. And so I just grit my teeth, and I have to basically accept it, and I don't like it. That's me.
Yeah. I think it's kind of weird that we keep doing these weird dances. It's like, well, clearly people want stuff on the PC, but because we need to prioritize this thing that you've put a bunch of money into promoting, it's like you're kind of forcing the world to bend to your will when it really doesn't always necessarily need to be that way. I mean, it's just more money, right? Like, does it really incentivize people to buy it on the console when it doesn't exist? I feel like it's not necessarily mutually exclusive. People just wouldn't buy the game, right? They wouldn't go out of their way now to go find it on another console if they don't own that console. So it's just frustrating for everyone in that way, in my opinion, anyway.
Right. Especially
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's strange. Like, I don't like it how it's just Xbox and PS3 or PS or whoa. Oh shit!
Oh, you got
found
it.
it.
Oh shit!
I like that. So
It's like the dramatic gerbil thing you just did there.
I really
Dun dun dun. Cool.
You found the button. Yeah. So something will come out on the Xbone and the PS4 now at the same time, and then PC just won't get a release. And just like, come on. Just like your camera, it's like, come on.
I agree. I like that a lot. I think the thing that's frustrating is when, to us, it seems like really obvious that if you come out with something on PC, it sells better. And, it's not as simple as being like, well, you develop it on PCs. Don't even.
There's a checkbox when you develop it. You just press the PC box and then it's out.
What's frustrating sometimes is that it seems like they're not being honest. When they're like, well, we're not coming out with the PC version because, it's going to be hard work. You're like, yeah, I get that it's hard work, but also, that doesn't seem right.
It's insane to think about releasing on this many platforms. Like,
we're coming out with a Android, iOS, Vita, 2DS, Virtual Console, Ouya 2, Game Stick, Xbox One, PS4 edition of the game. But I think the PC is just going to be like a little bit Too much work.
Too much work.
We don't think we'll get a return on our investment. So that's what seems like a little disingenuous, shall we say.
I forgot about 2DS. I forgot that even existed.
Is it even out yet? I don't know.
It's a big square thing that just doesn't have
It's
hinges.
a wedge.
It's a wedge,
Yeah.
like a cheese.
If you ever need to like pry two objects apart, you just shove it in there, hit it with a hammer a couple times, and and you'll break that 2DS, but you will not get those two objects any further apart.
I'm looking for some more questions. When you were at PAX, did you and Nick really drunk 69? What does he taste like?
Wow. Without
like
the
that.
first part, even just the second part was bad enough.
The second part.
What does he taste like?
Hey Ryab, how's it going with your Love to Glove songs? P.S. You give Glove a bad name. That's Christian Peterson. I haven't really made any progress. I took a really long shower last week. I mean, I took many showers last week, but one in particular was quite long. And I basically rewrote all of In the Name of Love by U2 to be about an upcoming sale at a glove store. Maybe I'll debut that at some point, but I need some kind of powerful male rock vocalist because I can't do it myself. I'm more of a Bernie Taupin to an Elton John that I haven't met yet. So thank you for asking at the very least.
You should get, I'll hook you up with the guy who did the Jay Smith song.
Yeah, there you go.
That guy knows. He knows
He's
songs.
got a good voice.
I don't know if there's anything in particular that's really that relevant. Thanks for all the questions, of course. But I don't think there's anything necessarily super related to what we're doing right now. Brandon the Fish says, fuck your ads.
He often says that.
Chris Tabor says, hey guys, I love the show. Keep up the good work. I was wondering if any of you are coming to PAX South. It would make it a lot easier to decide whether or not to go for me. First thing I would say is don't base whether or not you're going to go to PAX on whether or not we're going to be there. That's a lot of pressure, man. We're gonna. I don't want to be held responsible for that kind of financial commitment. But I will say specifically, I don't think that I'll be going to PAX South because it's too much of a financial strain. Like the passes don't really cost that much relative to the flights and travel. The flights and accommodations are super expensive, and I'm lucky enough that I don't necessarily have to fly to Seattle for PAX Prime. I can just take the bus or the train or something like that, which is a little bit cheaper. But going to PAX East and PAX South, maybe GDC, within the course of a year is crazy. So I'll probably just stick with either PAX East and PAX Prime, or maybe just PAX Prime. I don't know. It depends how I feel about this time next year. But I don't know. How about you guys?
I usually just do like the one a year, whether it's PAX. It's been PAX East for a long time. I did go to PAX Prime. I'm not sure like what's going on this year with that. Maybe, probably not. But PAX is always a good time. I think there's definitely something at PAX for anyone who goes. For any type of gamer that you are, whether you're someone who just is a casual gamer, or maybe you just like board games, or you want to see like what's coming up, or maybe you just really fucking like League of Legends. There's something there for everyone. And yeah, there's plenty of panels. The expo hall is great. Lots of people are cosplaying now, and if you're into that scene, that's another scene that you can get into. There's something there for anyone. So don't base it on whether we're going to be there. Base it on just if you want to be there, and just do it.
Yeah.
And as for me, huge financial strain to travel across the country. I was really lucky I could even make it to PAX East, and it was largely because I had a ride already set up because Rob was going anyway. I just hitched a ride with him, paid for gas money, and then the hotel room that was already kind of taken care of. So it was like, hey, that was great. I probably can't set all that up because I don't make a lot of money. So yeah, probably not going.
It would be cool to go to PAX South. I've never been to Texas outside of like connections in airports before, but I don't know. More people are going to be going to PAX East, I think, because like the way the games media is set up and kind of the way that we live as well is that it's like East Coast, West Coast. So,
East Coast.
San Antonio is a cool. It's in San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
I would like to go back to San Antonio again. They have a really awesome like river walk, and like to go down there for PAX would probably be pretty nice. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Just a walk along the river.
It's just like there's a whole like sorts of like bars and stuff, and you could take like boats down it if you're into that kind of stuff. And it's like it's a small type of river if I remember correctly, but It's a really cool place. Like I like the atmosphere of San Antonio a lot.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
Check
say
out
me
the
too,
Alamo.
even though I've never been there. But
You can go to the Alamo.
um,
Remember it or something. That's what you're into.
the Alamo's it's a U.S. defeat, right? But most people think it's a U.S. victory because it's like a slogan thing now.
Yeah, like you remember the Alamo, but you remember it because like
It was an important sacrifice of many American lives.
yeah.
We did it. Anyway,
We did it, Reddit. We Alamo'd.
and I do want to say this because people keep saying this
Alamode.
in chat. People are like, "Well, there should be a PAX like in Europe." I get it. There should be a PAX in Europe, maybe. But when people are like, "Oh, I live in London and there's no PAX," the closest PAX is like an ocean away. It's like, fly to Gamescom, motherfucker. Gamescom's like an hour-and-a-half flight. Yeah, it's in another country. You fly an hour and a half in North America, you get from like this point on the map to like this point on the map. And then the rest of North America is like over in I checked it out. For the same travel time as it takes to get from like Vancouver to Boston, you can go from London to fucking Moscow. So, I'm just saying, you got some stuff there as well. There should be more conventions in Europe. That'd be cool. But Gamescom's pretty close as well.
For sure.
And don't romanticize PAX. PAX is cool. I like going to it, but it's not like a life-defining experience.
It's pretty romantic, though, the whole thing. There's a lot of candlelight.
Anyway. 3 minutes of ads. We're going to come back with some Dark Souls 2. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned. Josh can even play this time.
I can play this time.
Yay!
Check out the.
My whole chat's
first
saying
time
there
my
should
Dark
be a
Souls
PAX
run.
in Europe.
Oh, yeah. Fly an hour and a half in America for $5. Here it costs like 500 euros. You motherfucker, you have no idea
Yeah.
how much it costs for me to get from Vancouver, which is not in America, to Boston. It was quite expensive. Now, anyway, we'll be back. No, why are we arguing over who has it worse, Western Europe or North America? We're all doing okay. We'll be
You're
back in
North
3 minutes.
In the name of glove.
Yeah, you got it.
My green screen.
Yeah, you could do that.
It's not really a screen as much as it is like 3 poster boards taped together.
That's a screen.
It's 4.
It was pretty screen-like to me.
Pretty screeny. If it's
Screen-like.
screen-like. Stay. It's bad.
So can I not be in the video portion of this at this point somehow?
If you'd like
Correct.
to not be, sure.
Yeah, I just need like every bit of bandwidth I can get.
That's acceptable.
How does that work though? Like, how can you guys be on video and I'll be on audio? Does that?
Just turn off your video. There's a little button. It says turn off
Oh.
video.
Yeah, the camera thing, you can turn that off.
All right.
We can do that if you want, and I'll just put my own camera up on the screen.
Just put your own camera up on the screen.
I know Josh likes that. Oh, no, I can't because it says Skype has it. Oh, it's back. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Disregard.
You good?
Oh, I'm better than good. I'm
are you
decent.
Sure? Add. No. Now I
Like,
want
good is better than better. Decent is better than good.
Yeah,
color
exactly.
key. Chroma key.
Oh,
And then you-
my friends. Chroma key, the green screen. The
Doot, 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 doot,
chroma
doot,
key helps with transparency. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
There we go.
That's from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Remember when
Watch.
Korn did a parody of that song?
They did a parody
No.
of it.
They did a parody?
Yeah, Lowrider.
Like, not even a cover. It was a parody.
Well, I don't. It's probably more of a cover, to be honest. Oh, what was my character? Dinklage or Wigglesworth? Dinklage. Yeah,
Dude, I don't know, man.
Oh, Dinklage.
it's Dinklage.
Dinklage.
Dinklage. Dinklage.
Get it?
I don't get it.
Nobody does.
Alright.
And then get a little... Oh, gotta turn it up a little bit. Crank it!
Smoking.
I'm not gonna smoke it, okay?
And that's what Carl says.
He says smoking?
Crank it, smoke it. Yeah, something like
I
that.
think you have that confused with...
Upgrade it.
you have
Oh,
that confused with...
Maybe it's Master Shake. Says it.
Master Shake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aquitaine Hunger Force.
Aquitaine Hunger Force.
I wish you guys wouldn't insult the Duchy of Aquitaine like that. It's got like some huge historical implications.
I don't know. I never played Map Simulator long enough to understand.
So we're back. Where's everybody at in Dank Souls?
New game.
I'm in Majula. I have a flickering mountain.
All right, but where are you going after Majula?
I'm gonna walk into this witch's
Oblongata.
house.
All right, I'm
headed to Cursetown.
What the whole freaking game is Cursetown.
Cursetown Scorpion Lady Cursetown.
Cursetown Scorpion. You're going to the forest.
Of course.
Okay.
Said Cursetown, didn't I?
I am going to break your fucking face tonight.
Yeah, I figured. Why is this mountain flickering?
But I'm also in Drunglake Castle.
I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
It rains a lot there.
Yeah, that's what I hear people say.
What should my name be?
Don't put an M or a Z in it. That's all I'll say about that.
I was honestly thinking about like mud flaps with a Z. So don't do that.
Yeah, that's bad.
All right.
So I've accidentally aggroed. You know that part in Drunglake Castle where, you know, there's like 1,000 of those statue dudes and you're only supposed to aggro a couple of them?
No.
All right, cool. I aggroed like 6 of them. And I'm just gonna die. There I go. I died. That was cool.
My name
So at least
is
you had
Jen.
fun, right?
I did not really have fun in the process, but I
At least
appreciate
you had fun.
it. This is not Clerical Terror Live. This is another character that I'm running that got here on the stream yesterday, on Thursday. Not yesterday. That was a long time ago.
Yesterday was a long time ago.
Only have 1 human effigy left. My God, what was I doing?
Class.
I just got owned by Lance Armstrong's
Gift.
Excuse me?
Petrified something.
one nut terrors.
Oh, the one nut dudes. I remember. All right, so I'm gonna within the next hour.
J6OT9. Up, down, all around. Welcome to J Smithtown. Thank you very much for your subscription.
Within
Raise
the
some subs
next
for your bucks.
hour and 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna try to maybe not beat the game, but I might be able to beat Undead Crypts.
I'm gonna try to beat Cursetown and the boss at the end of Cursetown, which is Duke's Dear Freya.
Oh, yep. And you are not wrong about that.
I think that's doable in an hour.
Oh,
It probably is doable in like 20 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it is. Confirmed. I did exactly the same shit again. I aggroed like all of these fucking statues. What is wrong with my brain? The other thing is I don't have the Ring of Binding because I'm like an asshole and didn't fight old Dragon Slayer.
You don't have to fight him. It's just sitting in front.
Excuse me? Oh, you're right, yeah.
The Ring of Binding, it's just in a chest.
I mean, yeah, but if I'm there, I should fight him anyway. It seems like a prudent idea.
I don't know a single reason you would fight him unless maybe talking to that guy helps you somehow.
Well, you know, you just fight him to be like, hey, let's have fun.
I'd fight him and be like,
do
hey,
that.
now I'm an all-star. Get your game on.
I fought him a
play.
couple of times not last night, but a couple nights ago in like co-op.
Yeah?
Honestly, I was like kind of bored with it.
Did you know if he gets a new game plus 9, he actually brings Smo back?
That's not true.
Yeah, it's not true at all. Just thought I would see I'd see if he'd bite, that's all.
Barks has bite.
That's root beer.
That is a root beer. I think it only
don't
summons
drink a lot of
2
root beer.
statues if you come this way, so let's try this out first. Alright. I actually normally don't find this part that difficult, so I'm pretty disappointed with myself here for doing exactly the same mistake twice in a row. There we go, that looks a little better. Let's try this again. How about you, Josh? How's Majula?
I'm making a
Not a
character.
character.
Oh, you're still making a character.
Remember to give it pink hair and a tattoo on its face.
Yeah, and if you
No,
if you name him Mudflaps, you have to hit M and Z again after you get to a new world.
Obviously.
Otherwise,
Okay.
you're gonna auto block, and you're not gonna like that.
Oh.
I'd like that.
I really should have killed these guys closer to the other side. Welcome to the Lion Pride.
The other side.
It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers there.
Yep. They burned down Woodstock 99
They burned it down.
to the ground.
Why?
The dude wears like a sock on his dick.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole story mostly.
Oh, is that what I asked? Does Anthony Kiedis wear a sock on his dick?
You asked why I burned down the whole place, and it was probably because he's angry about
of
his
the
dick
Chicago
sock.
White
Excuse
Sox.
me?
Also,
They're not going to be white for long.
God mode enable. Up, down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride. What color are they going to turn, Nick, if they're not going to be white?
Slightly off, like cream-colored yellow.
Cream-colored yellow.
Cream-colored and yellow.
He's going to fill it up with pheromones, probably.
Mm-hmm. And how?
He's got a special beard.
You have a special beard.
Thanks. It's square right now.
That's cool. I got just like a...
I'm not talking about my pubes, my actual beard.
Oh.
My beard's getting pretty beardy.
Really?
Yeah. It's getting there.
Normally
bearded
it's not very
dragon.
beardy.
I usually... Oh, I hate when I do that by accident. That's okay. I usually let it go for a couple spans of 3 days. And then that's pretty much where I am right now. I'm at like 5 days without shaving. But I don't go outside, so that's like a big part of my whole strategy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't need to go outside. There's nothing out there. Pain,
Dude, there's
misery,
mountains everywhere.
sadness.
I've been like climbing mountains lately. It's a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool.
Nick climbs mountains now.
I don't actually climb. I just walk up them, but it's like climbing them because I go up them.
Is this like a Captain America shield? Looks like
Hi,
it.
Rumble Muffin. The Sentinels actually throw their Captain America shield sometimes. If you've ever
They
fought
do.
them.
They totally do. I'm gonna use the wooden bound shield for now.
Wooden bound shield?
Bounce
Yeah.
shield.
It comes with like the prepaid bullshit stuff.
Oh, how do you even get that stuff? Like
Just shows up.
Yeah, but where?
Yeah, I just have it.
In
As
your
soon
my
as you start the
inventory.
game, it's just on you.
It's in your inventory. Thank you.
It's in my inventory.
It's in your inventory.
It's all terrible though, so don't feel too excited about it.
I died
Yeah,
again, but I don't.
But I
think
have it,
actually-
so I'm gonna use it.
I've never
Alright,
had
this
it just in
is
my
a no
inventory.
bonfire run.
I've never had it in my inventory to start with.
Did you put
Yeah,
the
some
second
people
code
had
in?
that problem.
I put the second code in. I just don't want it, but I thought maybe it would just show up in chests or something in the game. That's stupid that you start with it.
It's not
You
a
can
problem.
rent if you want to. If you don't have the DLC, you can actually just create a file called something, and then the DLC will just be active for your file.
Well, that'll be the last time for sure that Namco Bandai actually sends us something.
Oh, that's bad.
Wait, what happened?
Nick
I
just told
ruined
people how to
everything.
get the pre-order DLC for free by renaming their files.
Oh, Nick, don't do that.
Not very smart.
It's okay. They're probably not watching.
They should be.
I don't think I think at this point, if you work at Bandai Namco, you've probably you've seen your fill of Dark Souls 2.
Doubt it.
I'm getting to that point as well, to be honest with you. I'm like, I like Dark
Whoa.
Souls 2, but I'm kind of like,
You
getting
played it
little
a
over
lot.
it.
You're not in like with it.
You played a ton of it, like 200 hours or something.
You
I think
should
I-
probably make like 10 more characters though.
Well, I have like 8 or 9 in the PC version already, so
Oh my god.
because I'm like, hey, I wanna do PvP. Let's start a new character. Hey, I wanna do co-op. Let's start a new character because I have like a stream character and then
Right.
I have my YouTube character and I think I've actually gotten worse.
wild.
Like I used to be a lot better than I actually am now.
I'm gonna make one all-around character and bring it through the game like 5 or 6 times and just see how much stuff I can get out of it.
I think that's a cool mechanic or cool idea to do.
What do you mean everything character?
Like as many stats and everything as I can manage. So I'll probably just farm a lot, which is what I do.
Farming is the worst way to get souls in Dark Souls, man.
It's true. Use use bonfire aesthetics and kill bosses.
Yeah, kill bosses.
Well, I will. I'll do that too, but I'm gonna need a lot of souls, right? So I'm gonna probably use like 5 or 6 of the ascetics just on the Dragon Rider to knock him into the hole.
Yeah, you could do that.
I will. It's okay.
You're entitled
Grab
to play
these.
the game however you want to play the game,
Are you
Like,
sure?
but I will
I
fight
died.
you in real life.
You'll fight me in PvP, I'm sure, at some point.
I wish I could actually get involved in some PvP. Anyone ever
can?
figure out what's up with this like statue here?
I can't see your stream. What statue are you talking about?
It's before the Mirror Knight.
Oh, it doesn't do anything. It's
Oh,
red
yeah.
herring.
But I thought like, maybe there's some lore significance to it.
Mm,
Maybe not.
maybe.
Alright. I still have not been invaded. I don't think I've fought a human invader in my whole life. In Dark Souls 2. I want to get invaded, but apparently it just doesn't happen until New Game Plus with any sort of reliability. Which is fine, give new players a chance. But I am not very good at PvP, so I really liked it when I could just go to Undeadburg and beat the shit out of new players because I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been invaded before, like right off the bat when I was on my Xbox.
Really?
Yeah, when I first went to the area with the big dudes. Just got
Oh
old
yeah.
whip
Hyda's Tower of Flame.
and some Twinkling Titanite. That's pretty sweet.
How'd you get Twinkling Titanite already?
Get this small silky smooth and get your one thing as your thing. Yeah, it works.
Give smooth, give silky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an old whip. I'm gonna old whip some people.
I remember
Whip
the
some
one
old people,
time.
maybe. Who knows?
I usually, if I'm going like slowly, I take the petrified lump as my item.
Yeah, that's
And-
what I do.
One time I got like the ultimate strength weapon, and then every other time it's like, hey, here's like a cracked blue eye orb or something like that.
Yeah, sometimes it's bust, but you know, might
What's
be
the
good.
ultimate weapon?
It was like some kind of big old hammer or something. Can't remember.
Hammer schnizzed.
Huh, alright.
It was kind of like a big old hammer schnizzed. All right, Mirror Knight, let's do this shit for Madden.
Oh, Madden.
I'm gonna keep using that joke, even though probably shouldn't. You should say that, you know, not endorsing, you know, any of Darren Sharper's actions.
He works at the Darren Sharper image now anyway, so we don't need to talk about it.
He gave me a catalog the other day.
That's nice
What?
of him.
I don't know, no, Sharper image catalog.
Darren Sharper.
Darren Sharper image.
Yeah.
Buy
Buy a
Catalog.
TV or something.
Whoop. All right.
Alright, Scorpion Lady, let's get this over with.
I forgot that this motherfucker has. Yeah, I'm dead.
You dead?
It was a bad time. I was fighting the Mirror Knight, who I normally find really easy, but this motherfucker did his 4-hit combo, which he almost never does. I'm playing really sloppily right now, but that's okay.
All right.
It's alright. I should really get the Ring of Binding, though.
Yeah,
Fight
you
it.
didn't get that yet.
No, because I'm doing a speed run.
Oh, you are.
Look at this smart guy.
I'm not gonna do a speed run. I'm just gonna have a fun run.
Basically, every run's a speed run.
Gonna
Some
leave
people
a
are just real
message.
bad at them.
This is how I play this game now. It's like if you like watch too much internet pornography, you have to keep getting more and more extreme to actually still get the same kind of like neurological response.
Right.
It's pretty much
So,
the position I'm in. with
What's
Dark
like the
Souls.
Dark Souls equivalent of like scat porn then?
I don't know, fucking like doing the Shrine of Winter skip.
Oh yeah. They patched
Thought
that
they
out
fixed
so you
that.
can't even do it.
Yeah, you can do it, just unpatch.
Oh.
They didn't even put patches in this game though.
Yeah, he's a hyena.
Ah! I see what you did there.
Don't trust him.
Wow, I'm getting my shit rocked by this dude who normally does not rock my shit.
I killed Scorpionus. Sounds like I'm saying scorpion penis.
Did you hang out on top of the concrete?
Yeah, concrete donkeyed her all day.
It's a good
Oh,
strategy, man. When I
got
learned that,
binos.
that was like the last time I think I'll ever die to the scorpion. 'Cause that was like
Think
the
that
only
makes-
move that consistently hit me.
Oh, it was when she does the 5 spears though.
Oh.
That would hit me sometimes, but I can dodge that now because
Yeah.
I'm better.
Just get behind a pole, man.
I should get behind a pole sometimes. I never do. Have you seen her use the butterfly armor? I have seen it. I've seen some pretty incredible PvP videos using it, but I have not gotten it myself.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I can't believe you guys didn't lead to or listen to mouth songs today.
I did listen to
Sorry,
it.
Mouth sounds.
No, you turned it on. I was like, no.
It's pretty
I
good.
really wanted those Shrek hologram glasses, and then it started me looking on eBay for Shrek paraphernalia. Which, I mean, I would have done anyway, but that just kind of, like, pushed me over the limit for it. I couldn't find any hologram glasses either, so if anyone in chat has a link to a place I can buy Shrek hologram glasses, please let me know.
Shrek paraphernalia is only legal in Washington and Colorado State.
Well, I know, but I'd be willing to move if it lets me have it.
I know someone will let you have it, or at least give it to you.
Oh,
thinking
you're
of
talking
X.
about X.
I'm talking about X.
When are
Wait,
you not?
brought up X.
I got an X flask, Estus flask shark.
X flask.
An Xtis flask.
Ecstasy flask.
I'm like totally gonna die 50 times to the Mirror Knight, I can tell.
I died a lot to the Mirror Knight when I first played this game.
I one-shot on my first time through, and now I
You
just...
one-shotted him.
Okay, one shot in Dark Souls parlance means you did it on your first try.
Yeah.
I didn't
You walk
kill
in
him
and
in
just
one
gave it
hit.
to him. Oh.
But I usually I find him pretty easy for the most part. I'm not sure why. It's
Yeah, maybe.
nightmarish now.
You're fucking nightmarish.
Yeah. Undead Nightmarish. Favorite area of Dark Souls 1. Oh, yep, there's the 4-hit combo that he so rarely does.
Did he kill you?
Shatter Gab, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Rock Quarry, and I appreciate your support very, very much.
I hate the mouse. Why does that like constantly pop up in my face?
There's a patch for that too, but it's like a third-party thing.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. For people who were wondering why there's no Isaac today, there will be Isaac after the NLSS. Plenty of episodes, just wasn't time in between the other like 4 videos that I uploaded this morning to put Isaac up.
You didn't put Isaac up? I gotta talk to this lame guy for like 1,000 years until he gives me his stupid ring that never helps me.
I miss Isaac. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Give Isaac.
Please give Isaac.
I appreciate the feedback in chat. This is like my 9th time fighting him, though. Like, this is my 9th time getting through the game. So, yes, you know. Oh, this isn't even the way to go. I'm an idiot. That completely nullifies what I was about to say. But, you know. Seriously, I don't need 9 Estus to beat the Mirror Knight. I'll probably die like 50 times here, but...
You can Estus.
Excuse me?
Somebody just subscribe? Yeah, Josh gets it.
NL is playing badly because of no Isaac. That's probably the truth.
Gives you your power levels.
Yeah, I've got like Sublime Bone Dust in my inventory. I just never use it.
Why?
'Cause I'm lazy, but I'm lazy in like the worst way.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it takes time to use it, right?
Not really.
Stop at a bonfire.
You have to stop specifically at the Majula bonfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, join the Hard Covenant. I'm not gonna do that. Actually, you know what? I should.
The champion
Why
one?
not? Yeah, give it a try.
It makes you so you can't summon people, and it also makes everything hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do is go back to the Things Betwixt.
I've been there.
And I'm gonna kill one of the hippos there.
Ah.
Because he gives you
your
a
gender.
No, no.
The
Before
first
that.
hippo gives you the stone ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually noticed that in the promo that I cut for this very stream earlier today. I've
Nice.
never killed him before, but the stone ring just lowers enemy poise. Is that really that good?
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's good.
It's good, especially if you don't have any other rings, because you won't get 4 for a little while.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But, you know, it kind of reminds me of like the Leo ring. It's like it increases critical hits when thrusting. It's like super.
No, Leo Ring is counterattacks.
Yeah,
Right?
so
And that's
with
good.
with thrust weapons exclusively.
Just never stop thrusting.
Sometimes you gotta thrust. Thrust. No. Lost it. Not even gonna say the sentence.
It's alright. Everybody that's sending me Shrek glasses, please tweet them, because I'm not going to be able to check them right now. I want to look at them, though. Don't get me wrong. Oops.
So much to see, you could say.
Yeah. They might be sending me links to, like, Viewmasters, though, which that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how, like, Josh has the sweet American flag glasses. I want that with Shrek's face.
But you do not want a Shrek Viewmaster.
No, because I
like
can
this
see
glasses.
Shrek in 3D right now on my PlayStation. If I really wanted to.
Hey, shitbag. Fight me.
Hey, you shitbag, fight me.
Bye.
Oh, you very slightly moved out of the way, you dingle. Come on, summon man. Summon man better eat my dick. And
What song's that?
That's Summon Man.
Summon
by
Man?
Neil Young.
Oh shit.
It's off his newest album. Old Dark Souls and
Old man.
Old Ladies' Buttholes.
Old Dark Souls and Old Ladies' Buttholes.
Yeah.
Old Dark Souls were young ladies' buttholes.
There's no buttholes for old men.
That's what the Coen brothers said. In that
They were
movie,
wrong.
Fargo.
Josh knows they were wrong.
You guys like Fargo?
I like Fargo.
Yeah, it's your accomplice in the wood chipper there, eh?
I gotta take that as a yes.
Yeah, it is.
It's because they
Yes.
came out with that FX series of Fargo.
Not
Did they?
interested in that.
I heard it was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Doubt it.
I also doubt it.
Wow, alright. I guess the new thing is let's be negative about everything all the time.
I've hang out with you far too long.
That's pretty
It's
fair.
not that negative.
Brian isn't?
You know what? I'm gonna go fight old Dragon Slayer, get the Ring of Binding. Upgrade
Isaac.
my Estus.
Oh, this guy he's gonna bite my face off. Oh, he killed me.
Yeah,
Keep it
chat
unlocked.
says it's really good.
Oh, okay. Then maybe it's good.
Really?
Yeah. Trip
Chat said
Teld
that.
or Triple L says, dude, I come home from work, all I want to do is have a beer and watch Northernlion play The Binding of Isaac. My day's ruined. Nah, dude, it's okay. Just,
I'm not gonna get that ring.
His
Why-
day is ruined. You can't unruin his
I
day
can
now.
unroot his day. Watch us play Dark Souls 2 right here. That'll be fine.
He doesn't. He wants to watch Isaac though. You can't trick him like that. He knows.
It's a problem, I guess.
I actually found the Shrek glasses. All right, send them. Send them on Twitter.
Send them.
Send them on Twitter. I want to buy them. Hey, the spiders never spawned? That's weird. I'm in the area where all the spiders hang out before the church boss,
Church.
and they just
Yeah.
didn't
yeah.
show up.
You have to open the chest.
Oh, the chest is a trigger. I thought just walking in there.
I almost hesitated to say that because I was like, Nick Strats. He's obviously opened the chest.
No, I didn't though.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, I didn't open it.
Quite surprised, to be honest with you. Oh man, I totally forgot that I didn't even get the Sublime Bone Dust from Heide Tower of Flame.
It's Heidi. Her name is Heidi.
I say Heidi. And people get
Heidi
mad at me.
ho!
They say it's Haida, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember from when that NPC in Dark Souls 2 said the name of it, so we had a definitive pronunciation. That never happened.
I don't know.
It's Heidi. She's a milk.
Mighty ho, neighbor.
That's a Home Improvement.
Oh yeah.
Wilson.
You should really call that show like Home Destruction.
That's
I
the
think that
irony
was
though of the title.
That was what made it funny.
As the joke?
Because it wasn't improvement. It was
Joke or
destruction.
something there.
Maybe
It
that's
was more like home terrorism.
that's what made
Wow.
it funny. I don't think it was really home terrorism.
So
I
there's
do.
actually a. Oh, sorry, it's Haid. Apparently. Oh no!
Heidi.
I was gonna go fight
Haid.
this guy. I just wanted to pick up the items first, but there was like a red soapstone on the ground, and I was gonna go pick it up, or you know, summon somebody for honorable PvP, but he wasn't there.
Oh.
You stepped on Josh making a great joke about Hey Jude.
Yeah,
It's
really? Is this better than the other like 99 Hey Jude jokes we've had every time somebody says Haid?
It might have been. We'll
You
never
guys
know
do that a
now.
lot?
I do Hey Jude a lot. Yeah.
Hey
I don't.
Jude. It's a children's hospital.
Wow. Okay.
What?
That's Saint Jude.
Yeah. It's pretty terrible.
Not that terrible.
I mean, no, it's a great hospital. I mean, it's great.
Why don't you like hospitals anymore?
Saint Jude.
I'm not gonna rest.
Anyone really likes hospitals. It's more like, you know.
I like them.
Sometimes you gotta go to them, and then you're glad that they help you instead of let you die.
Of course, I'm not trying to say hospitals are a bad thing. What do you think I am?
That's what I heard.
Some kind of freaking idiot? I
think I
appreciate
could-
the advances in medical science. Oh, there's another soapstone here. I will fight you, my friend, but first, I need to get these dingle-dangs out of here.
I
Thank
can't
you,
use a
not
cracked
Heisenberg.
red eye orb. What? That's bullshit.
Do you need to be human?
I beat Church Boss.
Oh, maybe I need to be human. I died.
now I gotta be
forgot.
Cake Boss.
Kate Boss?
Cake Boss, not Kate Boss.
Oh.
Kate Boss.
Kate
then.
Boss,
She's a model.
yeah, Mirror Knight.
A model, idiot.
Are you gonna unleash blue steel on us?
That's Magnum. Blue Steel's the normal look.
Oh, whatever.
God, Nick.
Kinda nerd. What are you, a skeleton or something?
I don't even get what you're saying there.
We had a debate about if skeletons were nerds or not. And
They are.
you
That
said
wasn't-
that they were, and I said they weren't, but now I'm reversing it
Yeah,
because
it
it's
was
funny.
not a debate at all. That's the thing.
They aren't, or they are now?
They are.
Okay.
They're nerds, every one of them.
I believe it.
Have you seen one?
Woo!
They turn into xylophones half the time. That's nerd material.
Do you guys kill these sad knights? The emo ones? I just let them live.
I did.
Which-
I killed all of them. They're not worth
really?
it.
Who were the sad knights?
The white knights.
Oh, the Haid Knights.
Heidi.
Yeah.
Heidi.
The Heidi.
Heidi
Knights.
ho, knights.
Heidi Klum Knights.
I wish. Ring of Binding. All right, we'll fight this dude.
Isaac.
Of Isaac. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Oh wait, I could summon. Wow! As soon as I pop that humanity, there's like 9 summon signs for Old Dragon Slayer. That makes sense, I guess. This is where I got summoned a lot, but also no.
Yeah, also
what?
no.
I don't like using summons. I mean, it's because I played so much offline. Sometimes it actually makes it harder because they give the bosses more health when you summon, which is
Yeah,
fair.
I usually just do like the one summon. I don't do two.
Scary. Yeah, like that's the thing. I'll be part of like 2 other phantoms for the old Dragon Slayer fight. My attacks do like 1/5 as much damage as they would normally do.